Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name's Simon Smith down at JD Golf Academy at Drayton Park Golf Club, and yeah, we've got an exciting one. £600 one iron. That's what Matt is telling me. He's the club fitter down on our PXG demo day here at JD Golf Academy, and I'm excited to give this a hit. I've never hit a one iron, I don't think, ever. Obviously 2 irons, 3 irons, a bit more commonplace in the market. I've hit like the TMB, I've hit the P790 UDI. So now it's this, the Pxg 0311X. It's exciting. I'm going to give you a bit of information. Obviously it's a lot of money for one club, but the stuff that Matt's been telling me in terms of behind the scenes and what goes on to design and make this club is really interesting. So let's get into it. I'll show you the club, I'll show you a few things about the club, and then yeah, let's get hitting. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. As always, please subscribe. Let's go. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about the sex appeal, because it looks good. Let's not be funny. It comes in this black finish and also chrome finish. I think the black is definitely got to be the one. Now this is the X version, so obviously that sole's a lot wider, going to give you a bit more forgiveness, and obviously bring that CG back so it can get the ball up in the air. Now in terms of the steel that they use for the driving irons are the same steel that they use for their milled wedges, which again, their milled wedges basically milled from a block until it is a milled shape. No hands ever touch the golf club. They take up to 4 hours just to make one wedge. You can see why the price of these are so expensive. Now this is obviously the one iron, 15 degrees worth of loft. So it'd be interesting to see how far this actually carries and the distance that it goes. Now if you look at the back of the head, you've got these tungsten weights. Now these tungsten weights basically allow the club fitter to change the swing weight of a golf club. So depending on how you're swinging it, whether you want to rotate the club head more or less, or whether you want to have a bit more of a heavier feel in the head, less heavier feel in the head, it just gives you a lot more custom options. So yes, they do look good, but there is definitely a purpose of why they're in the back of the club. The tungsten weights alone, in terms of R&D, cost more than most club manufacturers spend on just designing a whole set of irons. So you can see why the price has obviously jumped up for these bad boys. Now, in terms of the shaft, I've just got a nice extra stiff 90-gram shaft in here, and it's long. But as I've never hit a one iron before, obviously I wasn't aware of how long these things are. Obviously, one iron length, it feels like it's too long for me in terms of trying to keep consistent. It's all about that smash factor. I imagine if I hit this and catch it well, for example, then obviously it's going to go a lot further. But can I consistently hit it? Because that's what it's all about. If I can consistently hit it well, then it's a great addition. Maybe not to my bag. I might not have the money quite yet to get these in the bag. However, let's give it a test now. Let's see the numbers that this thing can produce, as I'm sure you guys all want to see. Okay, we are good to go. So I'm going to hit it about 5 times, give you a bit of an idea in terms of feedback, feel, sound, everything like that with the one iron. And then we'll look at some numbers, see where, how far the ball's going, dispersion, everything like that. So, here goes nothing. Well, I've hit that well, tiny bit left though. Those that club face tiny bit more. 254 carry distance. And it doesn't look like it was going to be stopping anytime soon when it was hitting the deck. Sound of it, really good. That came out of the screws, literally. Getting flushed. Possibly a tiny bit left to get a target. 257 carry off it. Ball speed 158 just off that face. Now in terms of inside the face, obviously that's the controversy that TaylorMade PXG got into. They haven't got their speed foam, they have got their thermoplastic elastomer. I did say that all correctly. Inside the head. Basically, since last year, their new improvement, 20% more bouncier, if that is the most scientific name I can come up with it, increasing that ball speed to give you the highest possible that they can produce in these irons. Felt really nice. Love to hit that down the fairway. Oh, see now, I've definitely not caught that. That is massively at the toe. You can see a massive difference. I mean, don't get me wrong, human error came into the part there. But from the added length of a 1-iron, that's come heavily out the toe for me. Lost a lot of distance. I'd be very far back from the green after that one. There's no question about that. But with my second 1-iron shot into the green, I would have got back up there to the green. 1-iron is definitely the play, obviously. And again, 250 carry. Bit blocked to the right there. Okay, last one. Let's have a look. Last one. Oh, that is gone. Go. That's huge. 251 carry, but the descent angle on that just feel like you can get 300 yards out of this. What a feeling when that comes out in the middle. Right, let me show you the numbers. Okay, so here's my 5 shots with the 1-iron. Now, automatically, what strikes out, that third shot I think I hit, or maybe my fourth, can't remember. Only 170 yards, really unforgiving. No, maybe not unforgiving. It's a 1-iron at the end of the day. So it's a 1-iron, it's super long. I've never hit one before in my life, but you can see how punishing that is. I feel like if I'd hit the same shot with a hybrid or so on, I'm going to get a bit more out of it. However, the 4 that I did catch out of the way, and to be fair, I caught all 4 of them out the middle quite consistently. So not the hardest club I thought it was going to be to hit. All 250 plus. So let's have a look at a few of the numbers. So we've got ball speed high, like up there. Again, I haven't got another 1-iron to test it against, but up there, obviously you can see number 3, that was the one that obviously I hit pretty poorly. But all the others, 258, 255, 250, 251 carry distance. In terms of descent angle, they're coming down at a pretty good angle as well. So in the summer, that's going to be running out. Spin rate, again, I mean, that's kind of driver numbers, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, if you're struggling on the golf course and you need to get something down there, this is the club that you want, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, they're all off the deck as well, not slightly teed up. If we have a look at the range view again, obviously, if that's a fairway, I think I averaged about 12 yards offline with all of them. So pretty consistent, yeah, 12 yards. Okay, one was 26, so my first one was quite heavily offline, so that's going to be in the rough or maybe in the trees. Others, though, pretty consistent. It's kind of a consistent fairway maker. Would I want a 1-iron in it, or would I want a 2 or a 3? Questionable. I think I'd probably be more comfortable with a tiny bit more loft, a tiny bit more forgiveness, and actually a shorter club. It's a super long club. I mean, there's no wonder 1-irons aren't particularly made anymore. That being said, you catch this thing, wow, it goes a super long way just for an iron head, and the ball speeds just speak for themselves. So have to say, thoroughly impressed. Okay guys, there you have it. There's my quick review of this very expensive beast of a golf club. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. We are going to have some PXG demo stuff down here at JD Golf Academy in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to come and give it a go, give it a test, get a fitting done with one of us up here, then you're more than welcome to do so. Just message the shop or message me. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Leave this video a like. As always, please subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.